Yeah, guys. It's very discouraging to see guys attacking this brilliant legal mind on social media. All those attacking this friend of mine are nincompoops. Yeah, this guy, he has never killed anyone. He's not a terrorist. He's not a criminal. Ni brain zake anatumia. And I want to convey my compliments to you, Mr. Atwoli, COTU Secretary General. And I want to put it clear that, as I've promised on social media today in the morning, we are going to bail this guy out. Bwana DCI, we are going to produce Brian to your good officers next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday, for him to record a statement. If there are any charges to be preferred against him, that is okay. He's ready to be arraigned in court. But again, the Constitution of Kenya is very clear. The Bill of Rights in this country, every accused person is presumed innocent until proven guilty by a court of law. Brian is still innocent, and as I've stated earlier today, that we are going to ensure that he goes back to school. We are also making plans, and we have already initiated processes of admitting him in the international universities, London, US, India, so that he becomes a Commonwealth advocate. Those plans have already been initiated. This is a future CJ of this country. He's a future IG of this country. So guys, please let us not condemn him. Yeah? We should not condemn him. Yeah? Huyu ni kijana mdogo sana. I've just checked his ID. He's a young boy. Yeah? So, Mr. Theuri, LSK President, please, yeah, have some mercy kidogo. Ime happen, imetokea, ni mistake. There are people in this country who have committed so many big blunders, big mistakes, and we are still saying Brian is innocent until proven guilty by a court of law. Yeah? He can say something.
Well, good evening, everyone. I do not have much to say. I would like to convey my gratitude to the people that are supporting me, that are praying for me, and with the fullness of time, I will be able to clear this misunderstanding as I view it to be. I will also be able to prove my innocence and to provide the actual context of what's really happening, because it should be inconceivable to anyone with a brain that I have all of these prowess to hack into portals, Italy. However, I do not want to say much. I want to thank my present legal team and the additional team that Mr. Sonko is bringing in, the likes of Senior Camino and Alvin, thank you, Levi, thank you, Marcus, thank you so much, and Cyril, thank you so much. I also want to convey to my family that I am safe. I am not arrested at the moment, as it was reported previously. And as Honorable Sonko has indicated, I'm very open to availing myself to any polling station when the time is right. And hopefully we can do that on Monday or Tuesday. Thank you.
In addition to that, all criminal lawyers, senior lawyers, John Kaminwa, Asa Jakundi, Pravin Bauri, Nyamu, yeah, George Kithi, Alphonse Mutinda, yeah, Edward Cheriot, any other lawyer who is willing to chip in this case, yeah, just come forward to saidia hii kijana. But in terms of bail, here tutamwekea. And on behalf of everyone, if there is any mistake that this brilliant mind has committed, on behalf of everyone, on my own behalf, we sincerely apologize.
But we'll also let the court decide.
Yeah, we'll also let the court decide. That's a very valid point. Na kuwa maskini si dhambi kwa nchi. He's not a terrorist. Hajaibia mtu, hajabeba AK-47. Yeah. Please, guys, relax. Kijana, cheers. Good. You're in safe hands, eh? Don't worry. Tutaongea na DC tukupeleke hujaibia mtu. We record the statement. Tumalize hii maneno. Kama you have anything to share,
tutawekelea
tu kwa DCI. Sawa?
And you end up losing. losing your money. So that is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, people look at it as it is very, very expensive to hire lawyers. Well, I think it's more expensive not to hire them, because you're going to lose your money first if you do not, and then you're going to pay the lawyers to try and get your money back, which is more.
You violated my client. What is it when you violated? So, also note you are abusing me. Unanishika na nguvu na identify mimi ni nani. Nakwambia I'm an advocate ndio kama ni watu harassing. What were you doing there? Ulikuwa unanivunja vunja hapo. Mimi nimekuvunja wewe.
Kwanza ulianza na kunishika indecent.
Nyinyi mnavunja sheria hapa mkikataa kulipa bread unaanza.
Hello and what's up everybody, this is Elijah Gishoro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in case you're new here, tap that subscribe button. But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me once again. It is through your support that I get to do these videos. Like I said, this is the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Now, Brian Mwenda, the lawyer that has been masquerading as a Law Society of Kenya member, has continued to elicit a lot of reactions within the country because of his confidence and his ability to actually go into the legal profession even without the requisite qualifications. You know, most of the times when people get jobs, you get an advert for a job, and people even fail to take it up because they say they are not qualified for the position. But for the very first time, we have seen somebody who is totally unfit to hold a certain position like the one that he has of an advocate of the High Court. But the sheer confidence of this person has made him argue out cases in the highest courts in Kenya, convince judges, and even get a favorable ruling for his clients. So currently, the Director of Public Prosecutions has commenced investigations against Brian Mwenda, and Brian Mwenda is actually hiding because he says he'll produce himself to the DCI offices either on Monday or on Tuesday. But surprisingly, there has been people who have come out to support Brian Mwenda, saying that this guy never committed any atrocity, never committed any crime, never did anything wrong, literally, and therefore is not a criminal and should not actually be convicted or charged in a court of law. What should happen is that he should be trained to do his profession, because practically, really, he is the best qualified person to do this job. Because I've seen comments of people from my previous video, and they are saying that this guy should just be given a platform, an opportunity to actually go to school, to actually continue with his education, his legal education, to actually continue with practicing law, and actually be allowed to continue practicing, and even get maybe a certificate. Others want him to get an honorary. Others, you know, people are actually, majority of people are expressing his support for this man. So we have had two main people in this country who have come to express support to Brian Mwenda, and that is Secretary General Atwoli. Might got disconnected. That is COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli. We have also seen Mike Sonko, who has promised to pay for Mike Mwenda's education and actually even bail him out. Guys, he has promised that even if he gets arrested, he will bail him out, and that the court, which is true, the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya provides that a person is presumed innocent until they are proven guilty by a court of law. So Brian Mwenda is currently very innocent because he has not been tried, charged, and convicted by a court of law. And it will be a very, very interesting battle to see now. Brian Mwenda being on the defense side, being on the not defense, but really being the accused person. Yeah, that's the right word. Being the accused person, because we have always seen him being the person who is defending the accused people, being the defense team. Now he is the accused. So we are waiting to see if their lawyers will stand with him once he's charged, because the LSK president, Theuri, has actually preferred that this guy be charged. He could be charged on several counts, including things like impersonation. So we are waiting to see if other lawyers will stand with him and provide him the legal cover that he needs, the legal protection that he requires, and actually see if also how the court case will go. So Mike Sonko has promised, has said that this guy is not a criminal, man. He's not a terrorist. He's not robbed anybody. He's just using his brains to make money and to actually succeed in what he loves to do, because the legal profession is an interesting profession, and the fact of the matter that he has won cases, all his cases, is actually what is inspiring even more, because many lawyers have been trained, but they have lost cases, but this guy is winning cases left, right, and center. So it is also something that we are going to see. So COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli actually released a statement saying that the Central Organization of Trade Unions in Kenya stands with Brian Mwenda Njage, advocate for recognition of prior learning in Kenya. So I'll just read a section of this statement so that you can see the mind of Atwoli. And he said that COTU wishes to express its strong support for Brian Mwenda Njage, a young and brilliant Kenyan who has recently faced condemnation for practicing law without the traditional law qualifications. COTU firmly believes in the principle of recognition of prior learning, RPL, which acknowledges and values the knowledge, skills, and competences individuals have acquired through non-traditional learning pathways. The case of Brian Njage raises critical questions about the accessibility and inclusivity of professions in Kenya. If indeed it's true, Brian has been practicing law and successfully representing clients in legal matters, we strongly advocate for a fair and transparent examination to test his knowledge, skills, and competencies in the field of law. COTU acknowledges that Kenya is home to a multitude of highly skilled and talented youth who have acquired their expertise through practical experience, self-study, and non-formal educational avenues. These individuals, despite their outstanding abilities, often find themselves excluded from opportunities in the formal sector because the system typically prioritizes qualifications from traditional learning pathways. As a seasoned labor leader, I can speak authoritatively that Brian's case is not unique. I know of many great engineers, accountants, teachers, IT experts, cybersecurity experts, social workers, creatives, footballers, farmers, immigrants, plumbers, carpenters, and paramedics who are specialists in their areas of interest, yet without any paper to show their qualifications. While some of them preserve the pains of being in classroom to be taught what they already know, the majority don't, thus end up being discriminated against. COTU calls upon government of Kenya to take this opportunity to actualize a recognition of prior learning in Kenya. RPL is a proven mechanism for recognizing the diverse learning pathways of our citizens and for harnessing the untapped talents that can drive our nation forward. COTU finally would like to inform Brian Njage that we are available and ready to support him to ensure that his dreams are actualized. Signed by Atwoli himself, Dr. Francis Atwoli, CBS and Secretary General of COTU. So guys, there you have it. That's the statement by Bwana Atwoli, and he's simply retaliating what he has continued to say. So recognition of prior learning. There are people who have skills in something, and these skills are not taught in classrooms. Okay, so these are skills that people have acquired over time, but they are not taught in classrooms. It's just like in Kenya, you can be a driver without even going to a driving school, because you can be practicing driving with a car, and then you acquire the skills, and then you formalize the skills in a driving school, and you end up now having a driving license, which you must produce at the request of the police. So guys, that is a statement. Atwoli stands with him, and maybe in future Kenya will also start doing the recognition of prior learning, so that even people with practical skills can actually be recognized, even though they have not gone through the formal education system. And this is the point Kenyans are making. Why make somebody go sit in class for 4 years to do something that he has been doing without the 4 years experience? If that person have been doing it even without the classroom experience, why do they need it? Why? Do they really need it, honestly speaking? I don't think so, because if people who have been in class don't have the competence to do cases and win them, but people who have not been in class, they have that competence, then already you can see there's a problem there, and it's a big problem, because it means therefore there are people who are in school, in law school, they may be getting their exams done for them, they're cheating in exams, maybe, I don't know, and they end up with papers, and it is presumed they are competent. But the people who are in the industry, they are doing things, and this is it, guys. I've seen people, for instance, I'm trained in tourism, but I've seen people who have never done tourism become the most successful tour operators. Even if you look at Kenya right now, the people who are really running the tourism business in Kenya, they never went to school to study tourism. And if we can give that grace to business people, why can't we give that grace to practitioners? Today, there are some businesses you don't need any classroom experience to run. You want to run a hardware, for instance. You want to do tourism, for instance. You want to do, name them, so many businesses, and you don't have to go to school to learn these things, but you can actually use your ability to reason and the ability to do stuff and actually get things done the right way, even when you're not going to school to formally train for that. So that is it about Brian Mwenda. It's a story we'll be following up very closely, because now this is a matter of public interest. Even the DPP is already in. Kenyans are waiting to see how this issue will actually escalate or de-escalate. Yeah, videos of Brian Mwenda have been making rounds online when he's confronting police officers, when he's representing his clients, when he's just doing things that actually he's doing. And well, yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been a long one. I appreciate your presence here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you drop a positive comment, and you share with your friends and family. In the meantime, adios, and see you in my next one.